the thing for me is just watching people walk in with this huge smile on their face. Just saying, wow, what's this shop?
Okay, so first of all, would you be able to introduce yourself, tell a little bit about what you do?
Okay, I'm Sue Crook and I make button jewellery.
Okay, so how did you get into that?
Well, I did a degree in stitch textiles way back, so I do things with thread and fabric and things, but last year I discovered a whole stash of buttons in my dad's house when I was clearing out after he died.
Oh, lovely, so that's how you started making the jewellery?
Yeah, I've never made jewellery in my life before. So.
Is that the only stuff you sell then, the jewellery?
In this shop, yes. I do other things in other places.
Oh, okay. So how did you get into becoming part of the shop?
Well, a friend put something on Facebook, said she'd heard about this place starting up. I thought, that sounds just the place for button jewellery, so I applied and they said yes.
Let you come and sell your bits?
Yes.
What are the best parts about being part of the shop?
Oh, it's nice to get to know other crafters, because a lot of the time you work on your own at home and you might meet up at craft fairs and things, but it's quite nice to come into the shop because we all come and work a few hours a week and you get to meet other people, and there's a trip out to for a Christmas do next week.
Oh, okay.
I can't actually go.
So it's like another way of socialising as well.
Yeah, it's
new
good.
friends and stuff.
Got a Facebook page for the shop, and also one for contributors where we can pass messages
Oh,
around.
that's good.
Yeah.
So do you have benefits for your business of being part of the shop as well? Are you getting more customers and stuff?
Certainly through doing this, and it's such a lovely location too.
So have you stopped selling as much outside of the shop? Have you focused more on?
Well, I've tended to only sell a couple of things a year, and so this is nice that it's something that's sort of fairly regular and just ongoing.
So how much are you selling a week?
Oh goodness, I've no idea, but
A lot.
yeah, not a bad amount anyway. Yeah, I won't get rich on it, but
yeah. So do you make stuff to? So do you? Can people like order with you, like pick their buttons and stuff? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, it's more if they've, like me, found a button stash at home. If they wanted to keep some of those buttons, I'll turn it into a piece of jewellery.
Oh,
for
okay,
them.
that's good.
I'm Helen Dine, glass artist.
Okay, so how did you get into making the glass?
Funnily enough, I was copied. I was so incensed. I was at a craft fair and I had somebody come up to my stand and said, "Oh, I could do this really easily." So I thought, I'll just make sure nobody can do that again. So I got a kiln and started to make my first centerpieces
Of
jewellery.
you were better than the competition.
Yeah, and I thought, if you're going to copy me now, you've got to outlay a kiln, the glass, and plus it also made it much more difficult for people to copy me because my stuff,
different standard.
at different stuff, So yeah, that's how I got into it.
So how long have you been doing it for then?
15 years. 15 years. Started out just doing jewellery.
So do you feel like do you do jewellery as well then?
Not much now.
Not much.
No, because so many people do jewellery. It's
okay.
just, I think it's swamped. And then I just literally got bored of doing jewellery and I wanted to do something else. So I went into the sculptures, which was the next big thing I started to do. So what did I do? Oh, bowls. So I did big, huge bowls.
Well, you made the bowls?
Made the bowls, strips of glass, lots and lots of different colours, fused them together and then slumped them. I loved doing that, I have to say, I did like doing the bowls, which then led me into the glass powders. which you could sprinkle onto the bowls, or you can get this stuff that's called frit, and it's like big chunky bits of sugar, really.
Yeah.
And you could just, lots and lots of brilliant bright colours, and you just put them all over, and you could just go mad.
So yeah, you
Mad,
could just be as creative as you wanted.
Yeah.
Like people do give you like pictures of people as well, or is it just animals?
I've been asked to do a portrait, so I'm just experimenting with my first portrait of a girl, which I've done. So yeah, I'm not quite there yet. I don't think with people yet.
Just need to practice a bit.
I need to practice a bit more. Yeah. Sort of pleased that I've got the skin colours wrong, so I've got not a lot I can do now is inspire that colour. But no, it's mainly pets.
Yeah.
Pets I do, and that started because I did cows and chickens and pigs.
Yeah.
And ducks, as you've just seen.
So your own ducks.
I do my ducks.
Do you work at the shop as well?
Yeah, I do. I work on a Friday.
Oh yeah. Was it either such a 9 to 1 or Friday?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Thought so.
Yeah, that's me.
So you all just you don't get paid to work in the shop?
No. But the girls don't take what a gallery does, because the gallery takes 45%.
Oh.
So the girls just take 20%, which is excellent. So part of that is we go in and we volunteer.
Yeah. So how much stock do you put into the shop?
As much as I can do, which at the moment it's a bit of a struggle because I've just been asked to put in 2 other galleries. And I've also just been given a really good big order from America.
So you're getting lots of big opportunities.
So I'm like,
which
is fun. And obviously I've just opened up my little gallery in the village, so I'm a bit thin on the ground at the moment in there, but I need to start stockpiling some stuff to get in there, especially the new ideas I've got coming now. Oh, yeah. Which is jellyfish. Jellyfish and fish.
That would be nice then. What's the best thing about being part of the shop?
What's the best thing about being part of the shop? Well, meeting all the lovely girls.
Just that atmosphere.
Everything they do. Yeah. Just being around creative people is always fun to be around anyway.
Do you think the shop has been successful then, so far?
Yes.
More successful than craft fairs and stuff like that?
More successful than craft fairs? No. No, I would say some of the more artistic, craft fairs, people are going to definitely buy a piece of art.
Most people just walk past it.
Yeah, which in town they come in for something specific they've been in, so, and you don't necessarily go in, to buy a piece of glass sculpture or something. So
do you think that's because maybe not a lot of people know about it? Do you think?
Yeah, I do think there's we're growing and we're getting more and more people coming in and seeing the shop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully get
It's
more
hit, yes, it's nice. I'm selling weekly. Some weeks are better than others, but at the moment, as I say, I'm limited on stock in there, so I don't expect to do
a massive.
a sort of a really good week this week because I've got to replenish the shelves and put some more things in there.
Okay. And is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything that you feel is important to say about the shop or your glass making? That's a difficult question.
Yeah, that is a difficult question. No, I'm just really, fortunate that I can do what I love doing.
Proud to be part of the shop.
And absolutely proud to be part of the shop, working with the girls, which are, some lovely girls there. And the team effort, everybody's so nice. Everybody, helps everybody else, which is, it's always nice to be around people that want to help other people.
Hi, I'm Louise and I'm from Eloise's Pieces, and I make patchwork blankets for babies and children and clothes for children, mainly distresses at the moment. This is Aubrey. Hi, can you say hello? And she's the reason that we started. Aubrey has most of her dresses handmade, not this one unfortunately, this jumper. And she gets dresses made out of my old dresses.
So, what are your ambitions for the future?
So my aim would be to do this full time. It'd be wonderful to be at home all the time, to be making money out of something that I do, and to be managing a household on that. At the moment, it's just enough to sort of to have Heinz beans rather than Morrison Stone. That's just all it is, and I love it that way. Yeah, we'll go to Nanny's house. And and it would be good. It would be good to be able to make a living from that. To stay home with her, to be able to, you know, in the future do the school run and things like that, and then come home and crack on while she's out. Whereas at the moment it's just slotting as many different jobs as I can to support it. I never make a loss. That's one thing I always make sure I do. If I'm making a loss, then I'll realise that I'm not very good at it. So always making a bit of a profit. I just want to be able to do it properly, do it always. I love the support. I love everybody else's ideas. Like one of my best sellers has been one of the ladies' ideas in there. I wasn't doing them, never did them, never thought about them. They suggested, thought about them, doing this, and it's something that I'm always selling it. They're fantastic. Everybody's so supportive. With everything, with your networking, with, you know, liking your pieces on Facebook just so that their friends can see what you're offering, suggesting you to other people. Most of my Christmas orders have been from women in the shop. They've said, can you make me this? Can you do this for me? Whether it be a new idea or something that I normally do. And it's wonderful. It's the support. It's what you want. It's the family. If you can't do something, if you can't do your shift, normally someone can cover it. And in the shop itself, everybody's a delight. Every customer is happy. They all like to see the new things that are in there. They're all really interested. You get to know each crafter obviously as time goes along, and you can give them information about each crafter. It's just like being a little family. Like it's like a break to be in there.
And do you hope that the shop will stay open for longer than the 3 months that you've been given?
Oh God, yeah. I mean that shop is just. I never would be where I am now had it not been for that shop. I don't even know if I'd have continued, because I got to a point before where I didn't know where else to go. I didn't know how else to get my products out there. I didn't know what other things to do. I didn't know what to do, and now I've got this, you know, this great supportive family who help me network and suggest to me, go to this place, try this place, and it's working. And I'm getting new orders all the time, and it's fantastic. And it wouldn't be like that without the shop. So if the shop continues, I can only grow.
Yeah, and that will help you reach your ambitions.
That's
then.
it.
So how many dresses do you sell a week?
So I probably sell about 2 or 3 dresses a week, with I think probably about 1 order a week as well on top of that. So about 4 dresses a week, which is, you know, to some people they would think 4 dresses, you know, that's nothing really. But to me, it's way more than I've been doing. And it's lovely. Like the shop has enabled me to do that. I sell the dresses at £16 and I sell the tops at £12. So it's a bit more than what you buy at retail, but actually sometimes you can't get a dress for less than £20, and I don't know anyone that does them handmade for less than sort of 20-25. Now that for me is enough. If I become really overwhelmed with orders, and perhaps I think about my price stuff, but right now, if I was a mum, I would not want to pay more than that price for a dress for my child, and I'm not willing to ask other people to pay that price either. No. And I'm not willing to ask other people to pay that much either. So that's why I charge that much, and it just keeps me ticking over. It just seems to be enough that people go, actually, no, I will invest in that. You know, because nobody knows me, nobody can recommend me, nobody can tell whether my products are going to be good enough to wear or not. So they have to take that chance on me. And then hopefully, you know, one person took that chance, they recommend it to another, I start having repeat customers, and that's where it hopefully will be more successful.
Do you get more ideas from the customers? So if they say, oh, I kind of wanted to style like this, do they say that sort of thing?
Yeah, they do. They contact me and they say, oh, I quite want something like this sort of pattern, or this sort of, can you do a bag larger with a flap? Can you do like a dress that I'm making at the moment is out of somebody else, is out of a mother's dress, so that I'd never have that fabric myself to make, because it's, you know, it's a vintage dress, I've never had that. So all of those sort of things are brand new that I'd never had before. And they are ideas. Some of the ideas I don't copy, because I do feel that they're so individual that actually let that person have their unique idea and that be theirs. I'd hate for them to even be on the streets before I go wearing the same outfit. Yeah. So that's what we tend to do, is just make things as...
But that's what's so special about it, isn't it? Like seeing no one else with it on.
That's it.
Do you feel the pressure when you're getting other people's items in, to say if it's someone else's dress and it's their fabric, and if you ruin it, then do you feel more pressure? Or?
I do, but I think the joy of making children's clothing is normally there's so much fabric left over. So if I did make a dire mistake, there's enough room to rectify that. But it is a worry, and I do patchwork blankets out of baby clothes as well, and that's where it's more worrying, because it's so tiny. You cannot make a mistake. You make a mistake and that whole vest is gone, you can't use it again. And luckily I've not had that trouble yet, but it will happen, and I'll just have to approach it when it happens. physically a refund or just an apology. Most people don't really care. They know that they're trusting you to do this and they know that there's room for error.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens when it happens.
I'm Kate Donahoe and I have my own business called Loopy Needles, which is a crochet and knitting business.
And I'm Tracy Braybrook, and I've got a crochet business. I do pattern designs as well.
Okay, lovely. So how did you guys meet?
Oh, we met a few years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we know each other. I used to work down the pub and we used to do pub quiz.
Yeah, pub quiz every Thursday. And we're Facebook friends as well, and we sort of both sort of did the crochet around about the same time, and sort of we knew we were both crocheters, and sort of got together from there, really, didn't we?
So how did you, what made you decide to do the shop then? So did one of you message the other one and say, oh, I've got a good idea?
Yeah, well, it's weird actually, because we both had the idea around about the same time, because I was talking to my husband about, you know, the fact that it would be really great to have a craft shop in our town. And then Tracy came in and said, wouldn't it be good if we had a craft shop in the town? So it was really odd that we were, you know, doing it at the same time. And when I was sort of thinking of it, it was a case of, how am I going to do this? I have no idea how to do it on my own. When Tracy sort of spoke to me about it, I thought, well, fantastic, you know, if we can do it together, then we've got a really good chance of doing it right and doing it well. So, yeah.
So has the shop turned out how you imagined it to be?
For me, it's so much more.
Oh, really?
So much more, yeah, absolutely.
That's so good.
Absolutely.
So you'd say the shop's been successful so far then?
Yeah, and word's definitely spreading, and there's a lot of people that will kind of say, oh, like our friends have been like talking about it, and once we set up the Facebook page, our likes grew really quickly, and it was obvious that there was definitely a need for it in Basingstoke.
Yeah. Nice place for all the crafters to get together as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the life of a crafter is quite a lonely one. You know, a lot of people work at home and you're working on your own, and the only time you'll see people is when you're either at a fair or, you know, you're at a group or something like that. So the fact that we're all together and we can all meet up regularly, it's great.
That's even like, and she said with the work party, you've actually got a work party to go to
absolutely.
instead of sat at home on your own.
Yeah, Christmas party, yay!
How long do you hope to stay open for?
As long as we can.
Yeah, as long as possible.
As long as we can.
Our contract's up at Christmas, so we don't know after that. But yeah, as long as we can.
Has Christmas been a lot busier for you than, or do you?
Yeah, it's always a busy time of year for crafters. I think there's always a lot of commissions on. A lot of people have already closed their order books, so here it's kind of a different problem because you're taking commissions, but you're also trying to keep stock in the shop as well. So yeah, it's been kind of extra busy in that sense.
That's good though for the crafters.
I mean, for me, normally I go to craft fairs this time of year, and I've actually not done any this year.
Oh, that's so
because
good.
I'm here in the shop. You know, I work sort of virtually full time, as does Tracy in the shop. So I knew I'd spread myself far too thin if I'd also did you know, craft fairs and everything. So it was a case of, right, well, let's put all my eggs in one basket and see how it goes, and I'm really happy with the results so far.
So you feel like this has been more successful than like years before when you've done the craft fairs?
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for me personally, yes.
So how did you come about finding the people to work and make the stuff for the shop?
I knew of quite a few people because I followed them already on Facebook, and then like an Etsy search, because you can search by location, kind of turned up quite a few more, and then once kind of the word started spreading on Facebook, there was a lot of people that were kind of tagging their friends and saying, oh, you might be interested in this, and then we just got swamped with people.
What we did as well was created our own Facebook page called All Our Own Crafts, and then from there we then invited all our friends to like it, and it just spread from there as well. So it was just amazing how fast it was.
Yeah. Definitely.
We put a big roll call out saying, calling all crafters, you know, are you from Basingstoke? Are you a crafter? contact us. And,
Did you decide that you just wanted the 30 then, or?
No, it's just sort of grown to 30, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a mixture of, we wanted to give everyone a decent amount of space to actually show off, so it wasn't kind of really jam-packed, and we didn't want it to start looking like jumble set-ish, so we probably could have fitted more in if we'd have wanted to, but we wanted space so that people could actually look and appreciate what was in the shop. And we wanted a diversity of crafts as well, because we got a lot of kind of like applications where it was something that we already had. So
okay, so you have to turn something.
Yeah, and we didn't just want a shop full of fabric items and things like that. So
to get as many different things
yeah,
as possible.
and we wanted to kind of show how diverse Basingstoke was. So yeah.
I think that's actually all the questions I've got. Has anyone else got anything they want?
One thing that we also do, we do workshops as well, if you want to mention those.
Oh yeah, so do you want to talk about the workshops? It doesn't matter because it's got to come natural.
Fine,
anyway,
okay.
so.
Yeah, not only are we a shop, but we also have workshops as well. And they're sort of anything from every day, sometimes we've got a couple in a day, and that could be anything from making lampshades, learning how to crochet or knit, doing fingerprint, Christmas cards. So it's not just, we can do seasonal as well as normal crafts as
really
well.
Good. So do you charge for people to come in and do them then,
yeah? It really depends on the craft. Some are chargeable, some aren't, some are more than others, but it really depends on how much materials we're providing and the actual tuition and what's required for the
And so if people want to do that, do they look on your website for that, or do you just advertise that in store?
Yeah, well, we do both. So we have a page dedicated on our website, and we also advertise in store and on our Facebook page as well.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to speak about?
I was going to ask that. I was just wondering, do you think that because of the store you've kind of inspired more people to look into this and kind of join the community almost?
I think like kind of handmade items are really popular at the moment anyway. Like kind of Kirsty Allsop's done a lot for that, and this year there was a handmade fair at Hampton Court, so I think there's a bigger push towards moving away from disposable items. I think people tend to value things that time has gone into, and quite often if we're working in the shop, we'll be crafting at the same time. Like a lot of us kind of, we crocheting or sticking something or packaging up their stuff, and I think people can then see the work that goes into it, and they value what the end product is more so than they would do if they just walked into a normal sort of store and just, it's kind of come from somewhere far away and it's been produced on a machine and a million people are going to be walking down the street wearing it. So yeah, so
the fact it's unique is a big selling point for people.
Absolutely. The other thing as well is, we have a table, but if we're not doing a workshop, we have pen and paper. So if the kids want to do some drawing while they're here, and it lets the mums and dads, browse, and then they know their kids are okay, and the kids are inspired as well, and they start drawing things, and they can either take it home or put it on our wall, or whatever they want to do, and it's sort of helped to inspire. The other thing as well, we have had a lot of people come in asking to sell their crafts as well, and that's another way of how we've grown since we started.
So people see the shop and that's what they want to be part of it.
Yeah, we've got 30 crafters now. When we opened, we had 23.
Yeah.
So it has grown as we've been open.
And we've still got more that are on the waiting list.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully you'll grow more then.
Yeah.
Would you ever think about doing like an online thing, like as a shop, so you can take on more people, or
possibly?
Yeah, I mean the possibilities are endless, aren't they? I mean, there's so many things we can do beyond a shop.
Yeah.
So we're certainly not discounting anything.
Yeah.
It's just a case of.
It's kind of weird at the moment because we're in flux because we don't really know what's going to be happening. So once we know what's happening one way or another, then we can decide where we're going to take it. So yeah, it will be an interesting new year, I think.
So is there anything else you wanted to add? Anything about the girls that work here, or the atmosphere in here?
The crafters have been amazing, absolutely amazing. They have. They've been brilliant. Well, we couldn't have done it without them, really, could we?
No. No, it's been. I mean,
really
like
great and
you know,
really fun.
just on a purely logical point of view, we've needed them so that we could keep it open as many because you know, Kate and I can't run the shop by ourselves. But actually, just the wealth of knowledge that's out there as well. Like, kind of, you know, there's now 30 other people that are really highly skilled in what they do and know where to get their supplies from. And actually, you know, even just little things like that. The amount of hours that someone will spend sat at home online going, oh, I need to find this and I've got no idea where I can get it from, and now we've got like a little group that we can go, hey
So you can
guys,
all
does
help
anyone
each other
know?
out,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So on that point of view, but yeah, there's I mean, kind of each day you get used to the people that you're working with, but each day is very different because of the people that you're working with. So yeah, it's Fridays we're more kind of chilled out, and then Saturdays it's a bit more crazy. So
Especially getting close to Christmas as well.
Yeah, it's getting busier every week, and that's great, you know. And the thing for me is just watching people walk in with this huge smile on their face. They'll say, "Wow, what's this shop?" You know, and
The atmosphere is lovely.
It's great to see that, and it's fun working here. It's not like work at all. It's great. It's really good. And you can do your work while you're here, but also, you know, you can talk to your customers directly, which you can't do if you're selling online or you're selling in a craft fair a lot of the time.
Thank you very much then. I'll switch that off for
Okay.
you.